Hey, I am Charles, and I'm sharing for the Mazzoni Center because right now our queer siblings, especially our trans siblings, need access to healthcare. I've always known that I talked a little different. My parents put me in speech therapy when I was like 6 or 7, and I hated it. I always thought I was that odd kid in this weird thing where I was just speaking. And I always thought that because I stuttered, that was my superpower, but I kept hearing from professionals, we need to work on this. So when I was like 14, I decided, screw this. I am proud of the person I am, and I quit speech therapy. But we love speech therapists, if you know. So in my teens and 20s, I actually didn't feel a lot of judgment. People knew this is Chuck. Chuck is the kid who stutters. Chuck is the queer kid who stutters, and Chuck is pretty damn proud of himself. But in my 30s, everything started to change. I was working this job in 2024 in the midst of a presidential campaign. And politics always brings out the best in all people. I was working for this person, and for HR purposes, let's call her Catherine. Catherine had a reputation as being filled with judgment, a lot of judgment. I guess we could call her like a walking HR violation, but when you're 12 weeks away from a presidential election, HR has other shit to do. So, also love our friends in HR. But so part of my job is I was running this big event with her and a person who, this was his first real job. I think he was like 18. And we were preparing the night before, and in front of him, she looks at me and says, Chuck, your speech impediment's getting so much worse. I really wanted to say a lot, but HR. And I cannot believe this woman had that audacity to say that. I don't believe, and I still don't, that having any speech challenge makes me better or worse at my job. I actually think it gives me a lot of empathy. So I just couldn't wrap my head around that she said this. I went to bed that night, and I really wanted to file a complaint that night, but I was like, HR probably thinks I went to the bar, so let's not send something at like 12 a.m. So that next day, 8 a.m., I fire off this long email about Catherine. Within an hour, HR calls me, and I really didn't think they were gonna do anything because in 2024, I learned bullies sometimes win. Fast forward. So Catherine, that day, just kept saying the craziest things, and I thought, should I file another complaint? I let it go. The event was a success. I did very well, because of course. And that Monday, people were starting to hear, oh, we heard things happen. What did Catherine say? And I just let it go. Monday afternoon, Catherine was fired. And bullies sometimes don't win. But this really taught me a lot, and I don't wish anyone to lose their job. I just want people to learn that we all speak different. We need to embrace those things that make us beautiful. So let's not judge how our brothers and sisters talk, and let's not be a Catherine. Thank you.